If you haven't seen part 1 of the conspiracy theory of us, click up here. Okay? Back to the video. Welcome back to the conspiracy theory list of the movie Us. If you haven't seen part 1, click up here. Number 7. When the Wilsons are in the Tyler's family house, Jason eats from a bowl of dry Fruit Loops, a reference to the infamous scene in Get Out. Scary music over. Alright, so this one doesn't really have very much explaining to do, but I'm going to sum it down for you. If you haven't seen the movie Get Out, where have you been? Because that movie is amazing, and it's like the greatest horror movie of all time, in my opinion. So, this conspiracy theory, it's talking about him eating a bowl of dry Fruit Loops. And in the movie Us, Get Out, in the movie Get Out, we see Rose listening to I'm having the time of my life from Dirty Dancing. Sorry, I'll edit that out. From some Dirty Dancing, and she's eating a bowl of raw, or not raw, a bowl of, she's eating a bowl of dry Fruit Loops and drinking a glass of milk with it. So it's not really the same, but maybe Get Out is a sequel to Us, or maybe Us is a sequel to Get Out. Maybe it's its own movie. It's probably its own movie. I don't know. Scary music back on. Okay, second conspiracy theory, number 8. Jeremiah 11:11 and the number 11 are seen throughout the movie. If you're Christian, if you're Christian, you can understand this. If you're not, then sorry. The Bible verse says, "Therefore, this is what the Lord says. I will bring on them a disaster they cannot escape. Although they cry out to me, I will not listen to them." Scary music over. Okay, so this one is kind of on the church side, but I'll still explain it to you. Excuse me. So, if you are Catholic, this is going to be a life lesson. So I'm going to read what the Jeremiah quote says, and you let me know if you hear a similarity. Okay, the Bible verse says, "Therefore, this is not what the Lord says. I will bring on them a disaster they cannot escape. They sent the tethered, and they couldn't escape unless they died. Or they sent the tethered to them as a judgment or a reward, not a reward. They sent it as a punishment, because all the tethered know that you can't kill something unless it was made to kill the person. So, what the quote says, I will bring on them a disaster they cannot escape. Although they cry out to me, I will not listen to them. Which means they'll bring the tethered, which is the disaster part, and the part where they can't escape is the tethered chasing after. Now, look, you can't kill the tethered. You cannot kill them. You kill them, they'll get back up. You can't kill them with a gun. You can't stab them, they'll just get back up, like any other normal human being. But they'll bring disaster. The disaster is the tethered, and the escape part is the main characters escaping from the tethered. Yeah, that sounds about right. Scary music back on. Okay, number 9. Let's do that. Look, here we go. Shortly after the tethered, Adelaide switches places with the original, she's seen in the therapist's office playing with toy animals that are lined up like the people participating in Hands Across America. The toy she places in the line is a rabbit. Scary music over. This is going to take a lot of explaining, but we'll see if we can get through it. Okay, so this is what I'm going to tell you. This is a big spoiler, by the way. It says shortly after the tethered, Adelaide switches places with the original. So, here's what I'm going to say. Adelaide is not who you think she is. She's really the tethered, because the original and the tethered switched places. In the trailer, you see young Adelaide at a fun house, and she's looking in the mirror, and her tethered grabs her by the neck and chokes her. And then this doesn't happen in the trailer, but I know this is what happens. The tethered takes young Adelaide, ties her up in the tunnels of the tethered, where the tethered lived, and she ties her up, and they switch places. She changes her clothes. She takes her shirt. She puts it on. You can see in the trailer she's walking towards the ocean or the lake, and there's a thunderstorm. And you see she's wearing the Thriller t-shirt that Adelaide was wearing when she was first herself. When she encountered the tethered, she choked her and tied her up in the tethered tunnels and switched places with her. So the tethered Adelaide has been pretending to be the main character, while the regular Adelaide's character was tied up the whole entire time. The tethered, Adelaide's doppelganger, the tethered, we don't know her name yet, but Adelaide's doppelganger has been pretending to be herself the whole entire time, because the real Adelaide is tied up. She's tied up in the tunnels of the tethered because they switch places. Make sense? There you go. Now you know what the whole plot is of that part. Scary music back on. Okay, number 10. When Kitty's double Dahlia has a chance to kill Adelaide, she suddenly stops her attack. Perhaps it's because she knows Adelaide is originally one of the tethered, so she chooses to let her live. Now, the picture in this conspiracy theory is really, really graphic. I'm not going to explain. I am not going to explain the picture because it's very graphic, and if I explain it, you're going to throw up. So I'm not explaining the picture. So we're just going to move on and not talk about this one. Next, let's keep going. Number 11. The reason Red's voice is so raspy might be because she was choked by Adelaide, perhaps causing permanent damage. Scary music over. I'm going to talk about this one really slow, because this one's going to talk about a lot of explaining to do, and I have 8 minutes left. So, I already talked about they switched places, and I already talked about she got choked. You can notice in the movie that her voice is really raspy because the tethered of Red, that's her name, she choked the young Adelaide, and her voice is raspy because she choked her. Now, this doesn't make any sense, because if she's the... Oh, wait, no, I get it now. Her voice is raspy like that because the tethered choked the young Adelaide, and they switched places. So, what that means, I have 20 seconds. What that means is her voice is raspy because she got choked and got permanent damage to her vocals. That's what it means. Alright, I'm going to stop there. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to watch part 1, you can click up here. You can subscribe. Click down here to subscribe. And if you haven't seen the movie, go see it. I'll put the trailer right here. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys. Bye.